everyone, I'm Vic.
I'm Nick.
And we are NV Board Gaming. And today we're going through our top 10 list of games that we have not played yet. We have so many games in our collection, over 200 games. But believe it or not, there are some games that we have not yet tried. And so this list is going to go through our top 10. So it's going to be 20 games in total. We might have a crossover, I'm not sure. But I'll kick it off. My number 10 is Detective Modern Crime Game. I'm very fond of detective crime-solving mystery games, and this one has is cooperative, like most detective games, has an immersive, interesting experience, online sleuthing, and just seems to be like a very well-produced game of detective.
Yeah, we actually see that on sale quite often, so if we really do want it, we could just go ahead and get it. I think it's like $25 to $30 right now, so it's always coming down because I think they're doing another season of it.
Oh, okay. Well, we just have so many detective games that...
Yeah, that it really wasn't high, you know, so top 10.
That's why it's number 10.
Number 10. So Vic may have struggled to come up with 10 really that she really wanted, so if it made number 10, then it's not that high, so that's why we haven't bought it probably. My number 10 is Paleo. Paleo, it's a cooperative game, so that checks that mark. We need more cooperative games in our life. It's a newer one. It really scales well from what I'm seeing. It scales well as far as coming down to 2 players, just for us.
That's great.
And it really works for 3 players, I hear, and I'm not sure about 4. 4 might be iffy, but 2 to 3, I hear it really does work. So right away, I knew I liked it, and then hearing it's cooperative too, knew I had to play it, so it's going to come up, and we're going to play that one for sure.
All right, my number 9 is Dominant Species. This is a game of survival of the fittest. It involves resource management, it has a food chain, animals, and it can be a little mean, which is okay. Sometimes I can handle that. And I just think that the card drafting, the area management, you have a map in front of you. It seems a lot of fun and enticing to me.
That's an interesting pick. We did start to play that online before, but we did not finish.
I thought we may have. I was trying to remember if that was a game because I wondered what happened.
I think I was the Arachnids. I don't know what you were.
I didn't get to do anything, I feel like.
Yeah, we just played through, learned the rules, and then I don't know what happened.
I probably dozed off.
Could have been. That's why that's number 9. All right, my number 9, and I would play that too. And there's another version of it, like a marine type theme. I've seen that out there. It might just be an expansion, Dominant Species Marine something.
Okay.
I just happened to stumble across it, but I didn't pay too much attention since we don't really play the whole way through with that game. My number 9 is more, I would say, the most unheard in my list. Most people, unless you're hardcore into the hobby. Circadian's First Light. So you may have heard it if you're a diehard Garfield games fan. So Architects of the West Kingdom, Paladins, all those games. Wow. Same designer, Sean Phillip, I believe. So Garfield games. It was lesser known, dice placement. So when I heard about it, I definitely wanted to play it. I saw some actions, and it seemed like it had a bunch of choices. That's always a win. So Circadian's First Light is my number 9.
Very cool. For me, number 8 is Too Many Bones. Expensive game. Maybe that's what's stopping me from buying it because it is quite expensive. The component quality I hear is really great. It is a role-playing game. I always like those. I like the idea of dice building. Kind of enjoy that part of it. And I think that there is a cooperative version of it, right? That there is a mode, either you play solo, I think, or you can play cooperative. And I always like some cooperative games. So Too Many Bones is my number 8.
That would be a good one for a convention. Save some money, not buy it. Just see how we like it first.
Yeah, one day, if we can get there.
Yeah, well, it's going to happen. My number 8 is Dwellings of Eldervale. Maybe the newest one on my list. I'm not sure. It's close. There's one more. No, there's 2. Actually, you know what? It's the second newest, I think. It blends worker placement, area control, engine building. Highly touted game. Very well received. So I got to try it. Dwellings of Eldervale is my number 8.
Completely forgot about that game.
Won't lie.
Yeah, I would have put it there. My number 7 is Bunny Kingdom. Came so close a couple Saturdays to playing it. I could practically taste the bunnies. And then it was ripped from me. We didn't have enough time. We ran out of time with some new friends that came over to play it. And I've just been excited. I love cute games. I love animals, if you know me. It's city building. It involves gathering resources, card drafting. So it seems to be exciting to me. I think that it might be a fun game for me to play.
Yeah. Andrew and Sam own that one, so maybe we'll get to play that.
Yeah.
Paleo, I think they own too. And also, I have one more on the list that they own and we do not. So maybe we'll get to play. That might check off 3
Save
of them.
us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. My number 7 is a game that from the maker of, well, Dinosaur. He did that game too. I was thinking of Whistle Stop though. Whistle Mountain.
Oh, yes.
Didn't make another one?
No. Anyway.
All right. Well, it's on my to-buy
one.
list on the fridge, so I thought maybe it would make her list. And I thought Bunny Kingdom would actually be like number 1. I'm surprised. Number 7. Now I'm really interested in this list. Yeah, Whistle Mountain it just looked good. So I gotta play it. If it's way better than Whistle Stop, which I heard, and the designer seems to be on fire lately, so let's try it.
Yeah, we didn't actually reveal our list to each other, so this is all surprises to one another. That's why I'm acting so surprised, because
We're just talking.
Games I forgot.
We're just talking.
Yep. My number 6, Isle of Cats. Tetris style, kind of a puzzly game, has cats, so it's up my alley. I never got a chance to play it. It was very popular at the Dice Tower Cruise in 2020. It was constantly being taken out or being played, and I kept seeing it, and we just didn't have the time for it. Nick, you played that game, didn't you?
Yep. I thought it was okay. My favorite part in that game is drafting, but I'm a sucker for drafting, so that's something you do at the beginning of the game. The polynomino and the cats fitting them in, it's okay.
Yeah, I want to have that little notch in my belt, is that what they say? Or my cap.
Feather in your cap?
Feather, and I want that feather in my cap.
Got it. All right, we're on number 6 for me. That is going to be a game that a lot of people love. A Feast for Odin.
Oh.
Big worker placement game, tons of options. Well, I always talk about options, so this is like the granddaddy of worker placement options out there. So I gotta try it. It's supposed to be the best Uwe Rosenberg game by many people's admission. I don't know if that's a majority because he's got all these other ones, Caverna, Agricola, all kinds of stuff. But a lot of people love A Feast for Odin, and I need to try it.
Yeah, hear about that one a lot. Speaking of food, Food Chain Magnet is my number 5. I've always been interested in it. I hear it's, first off, I know it's expensive, so the price has probably precluded me from getting it. There's expansions that you can add. But the idea of building up a fast food empire with it's a strategic economic game, so I enjoy those. And it has cutthroat competition elements to it, so it's always fun to kind of sometimes have a little bit of mean streak in me. And yeah, restaurant ownership, I like that. Resource management, the whole idea kind of entices me. And it looks like it's well produced.
Yeah. The theme would definitely get Vic, so I understand that.
Foodie.
Yep. And the game seems so hit or miss with people.
Oh,
people
yeah?
hate it or they
Really?
love it.
Oh. Is it the meanness, maybe?
I think there's a runaway leader problem. If
No.
you've played the game once, you tried to play somebody else, it's not going to go well, most likely.
Okay.
That's just the vibe I got from reviews. And the look of those splatter games, they cost so much, but they do not look all that great.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think that kind of that price point is a little rough.
Yeah, it's too high. I don't know. I just can't bite.
That might be another convention one. We have to learn it going into it.
Yeah.
And then play it.
It is pretty complex as well, I
so we
heard.
have to learn it pretty well, then get to the table.
Try not to fall asleep during the rules videos.
So many times we do games that we just like learn on right on the fly, and it. Vic gets tired listening to me try to explain these things, and it's like it drags too. You don't want to just sit there.
My best performance was Yokohama in the Chicago board game cafe. I was laser focused on that. We learned that.
We knocked that out. Nothing.
It was really impressive.
All right, number 5 for me is the new hotness, Lost Ruins of Arnak. This is the one that Andrew and Sam owned that I figured we might be able to play.
Yeah.
We have played Dune Imperium. We do have a review for that on this channel. Those games are similar because they have deck building and worker placement combined. There's various opinions of which one's better. I've heard for sure Lost Ruins, and I've heard for sure Dune Imperium. I've heard both, and they didn't waver. It was like an objective fact that this one was better than that one. So I guess I got to try Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that game. It was on my list at one point, but I pushed it off for other ones, and I'm not really sure why.
Okay. Fair enough.
Number 4 for me, Grand Austria Hotel. We were hoping to find this game at Snakes and Lattes in Tempe last week when we were there. Unfortunately, it wasn't there. We heard it was really good at 2 players, so that was interesting to us. I've seen people that I know that own it. The strategic economic game, I like that. You're a hoteler, you're trying to attract guests, and there's a lot of replayability because the game has so many cards, and obviously hand management is involved with the cards. And I think that that's really fun. I like that there's variability and it can be replayed in different ways, I've heard.
Yep. All right, that would be my turn for number 4. I got Crown of Amara. Crown of Amara is a Euro-y game. It's just one that seemed to slip under the radar when it came out.
Never heard of it.
A lot of it just has, the box is not going to win you over. It just has, it literally just has a crown like a table or something. I don't know what it was, but even the title. But I love me a good Euro, and it has great decisions, great card play. From what I saw, it looks like you can do so many things in your turn, so many options, so many ways to go to try to win this very strategic game. So man, I'm super interested in playing this one. If it's on sale and I see it, I'm buying it. Period.
Nice. My number 3 is the first game on my list that we actually own, and it's in Shrink. It is Twilight Struggle. We have watched gameplay overviews and reviews of it, the rules. This is a Cold War game. It's 2-player only, so I always kind of enjoy those warfare games like Memoir that we can play where we're against each other. Has a historical significance, so I'm a nerdy person. I like that stuff. I like history and I like politics and war, so it's really cool. Has cards and dice involved in it. And I can't wait to play it one day. We'll bust it out.
Yeah, very soon. Maybe even this weekend. Who knows? That's due anytime because we didn't get that long ago. We've played 13 days though, so it has a similar feel, just more condensed than that. So this scope would be wider in this one. I'm looking forward to it too.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, 13 days.
At one point, I believe it was ranked number 1 on BGG for quite a long time. So it's definitely got to get to the table. When he said a game in Shrink, that was not the one I was thinking of. I'm not sure if you're going to mention. Here, spoiler. Are you going to mention another one that we own?
No.
Okay, so I thought Captain Sonar was in that spot.
Oh, yes. Well, we're going to have a chance for that in the few days coming up, or next few weeks.
Yeah. We're going to play Captain Sonar finally after it's been in Shrink for, I don't know, a couple years. Something like that.
Just need bodies for that one.
Yeah, we want to play the full complement of 8 players, which is going to happen, hopefully, in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right. My number 3 is Anachrony. Another high price point, a lot of stuff on the table, but a complex game of time travel. I want to see how it works. I hear great things. I heard a great production and a lot of things going on.
Yeah, it does have a lot going on.
Maybe I don't want the big box where it takes forever to set up.
That's what I'm scared of, yeah.
But I want to play it. You damn sure I want to play that game. So Anachrony is my number 3.
Very cool. My number 2 is Wagon. I think there was a title that says V6 edition, but on Board Game Geek it's known as Wagon. This is an interesting game to me. When I first saw, I think it was Board Game Breakfast, somebody mentioning it casually. And there's so many racing games, and this game isn't just about racing. It is about building a car and having the parts and sourcing out those different materials. It's another economic strategy game, and I guess that's a theme for me in this list. I like those games. Those games interest me. I like building up different empires. And it has set collections, so that's kind of fun for me. And cars. I've always been a bit of a gearhead, so it interests me to do something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice one under the radar there, high on the list. That's pretty cool. My number 2 is The Search for Planet X, also on my buy list.
Oh, yes, yeah. It's written on our dry erase board on the fridge.
I heard there's another edition coming out, so I'm holding off. I saw the first one on Amazon. I'm like, nope, not going to do it. I'm going to wait for this new edition. I don't know what it's fixing. I'll just wait. I'll be patient. I love cryptid, so I like the style of deduction, trying to find something that everyone's common goal is to try to find something out there.
And I love space, so...
Yeah, and you try to get a bunch of clues, different things I think that's so awesome. I cannot wait to play this game. It's my number 2 for a reason, and that's because I'm just itching to play it.
Well, number 1 for me is Gods Love Dinosaurs. I just like I like dinos. I love dinos. If you've watched any other reviews from me, I am always into that theme of a game. And in this one, it's another strategic game. You have dinosaurs where you try to create as many as you can, but you don't want to go overboard because you have an ecosystem to maintain. So I think that's really cool that you don't want to go too far with it. There's got drafting, tile placement, and it really interests me. It looks like a pretty game to me. I think it looks good.
Nice. My number one, before I say my number one, I just want to slip in here and say that Kickstarter, we didn't count that. As far as if it has not fulfilled yet, if I'm just waiting for it, I'm dying to play it. Yeah, that's my number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six, number seven. We don't count that because we're getting it, but it's not, I don't know, it's just not the same.
Dinosaur World for me, that's coming.
It would have clogged our whole list.
It's true, yeah.
So, number one for me in this category is Rising Sun. It's number one because it's been on my list for a long time, and I still haven't played it. And I gotta play it. I feel like I'm gonna like it more than Blood Rage. So, and Godfather and his other games, I feel like this is the one for me, and I don't own it, and I should play it. And it's on the list. I wanted to play it Dice Tower Cruise. I wanted to play it anytime I could, and I just haven't. And it's my number one because it's been up there for so long, and I just haven't got to the table. So, Vic, what is the game that you would say on my list that you would put as your number one that you want to play?
I would say Whistle Mountain.
Whistle
Mountain for sure, yeah.
Okay.
What about for me? Anything?
Grand Austrian Hotel.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense. We were so close to playing it. And a lot of mine, I guess, didn't really pique your interest, or you would have already bought them.
Yeah. Well, let me see. Let's see your list. Let's go over it.
Yep. The detective crime game, Dominant Species. I guess Dominant Species, because we almost did it, too.
Yeah, I would try it for sure. And people say it's complex and all that, but when we were learning it, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I guess, for us...
We have to be careful, though, with that. We've said this before on our channel with saying that things are not complicated, and then people feel bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't say to somebody like, this isn't complicated, here, learn it. I'm saying, for us, I feel like, okay, we can handle these. This is, a lot of worker placement, and, different rules we would know. We would be able to figure it out. So the games that interest me the most on your list, Too Many Bones, I would want to play. Bunny Kingdom, for sure. Grand Austrian Hotel, I already own Twilight Struggle, so I could say that. Obviously, I'd want to play it since I own it.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Those are the ones. I would happily play Detective. I don't know if we would like it that much. We have quite a few Detective games.
We do,
I think I'd rather play... was City of Angels Detective?
Yeah, that was another one that I saw.
I think I'd rather play that one myself, but I would certainly try that one. And my list, I scribbled mine, but you would
definitely Whistle Mountain, the Search for Planet X, because I love the space idea. Lost Ruins of Arnak, I had it on this list, and then it kind of dissipated because I thought, I got to really narrow down the games I really do want to play. But yeah, Lost Ruins of Arnak
and
there.
Paleo, too.
And Paleo, yes, okay. Yeah, Paleo. So we've got some games to buy each other. Yes, and dwellings. Yeah, every game. I like every game Nick buys. Nick is like the main buyer between us two. I do dabble in some purchases, but I am a little spoiled by this man right here. He does finance our game addiction. He bankrolls it.
Good or bad thing, I don't know.
Yeah, he does that. I buy makeup and food, and he buys he buys the games that keep us entertained, and we have a lot of fun playing them together. And we look forward to getting some of these games. And if you want to buy us any of these, please do let us know ahead of time because we may have already bought them. I'm just kidding. Shameless plug. But our registry link is in the description.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our list. Let us know in the comments below a game that you've been thinking about playing and you haven't had a chance to yet. Click the like button to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more awesome lists and game reviews. We will see you next time.
See ya.